What's happening, dogs? Mr. Allen here, and we are about to factor this polynomial here. It's got 4 terms. What the heck do we do there? Well, first things first, I'm always going to look for a GCF. Is it all divisible by the same number or variable or variables, right? Here, no such luck, okay? So what we're going to do is what's called factor by grouping. I'm going to group the first 2, and I'm going to group the last 2 terms. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look for a GCF in those first 2 terms and then also in those last 2 terms, right? I've grouped this thing. So in the first 2 terms, I can divide by 4 and by x squared. So I'm going to take out 4x squared. So I have 4x squared. And what's left over? Well, just an x and a plus 2. All right. Next one. What can I take out of both of those? Well, I can divide by -9. If that first term of the second grouping is negative, you're generally going to take out the negative sign with it, all right? 99% of the time. So I'm going to take out a -9, and I'm going to be left with x plus 2. All right, this is good news here. This is good news. The x plus 2 and the x plus 2 are the same, okay? Now, what this actually is this x plus 2 here and this x plus 2 here is a GCF of this term, and it's a GCF of this term. Most people don't see it that way, but that is mathematically what's going on here. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to be left with x plus 2. It's a GCF. And when I take those out, I'm left with 4x squared minus 9 in the second set of parentheses. Now what I can do is I can check to see if I can factor further. Now, it might be just left like this. I don't know. But hold up. I've got an x squared. Anytime I see that, I'm like, hey, man, that could be factored. Well, 4x squared minus 9, that's a difference of 2 squares, special case of factoring. I can factor that. What's the square root of 4? It's 2. What's the square root of x squared? It's x. What's the square root of 9? It's 3. So now what I have here, first set stays the same. First binomial stays the same. But I'm going to have 2x plus 3, and I'm going to have 2x minus 3 in my second set of parentheses. Now this thing is factored completely. Woo! Woo! That was a doozy.